Having my daughters come to a Catholic school is important for us because we are Catholic and we want to get our faith stronger, especially with my little girls. It's very important that my little girls have their Catholic faith and not just going to church, but getting the Catholic education is what's important to me.
A Catholic education means a higher level of education. It's going to be more Christian-based and have religion in the curriculum, but it also prepares students for leadership roles in the community, and that's very important to me and my family.
Catholic schools and parishes educate and form our leaders, create exceptional communities, and contribute to a better society.
The grants from the Catholic Schools Foundation have been positive. It's provided kids to be able to come here no matter who they are, no matter what their financial abilities are. They get to come and have a part of this fabulous education, just like everybody else. They're all getting equal opportunities. They're getting pushed to levels that maybe they might not have been able to, and they're getting an education that is positive, and they're getting the Catholic factor also within their daily lives.
For the families applying for assistance from the Foundation each year, Catholic education is about more than choosing a good school in a safe environment. It's about the promise that their child will be imbued with the gifts of faith, compassion, sacrifice, hard work, and self-worth.
I think their religious classes are helping them with morals and values, which is very important because that's what makes their future, really. With the religious classes, it helps them. I think religion helps them with confidence too. Being able to talk about Jesus, and my daughters are always talking about how Jesus was born and the Virgin Mary and God, how important God is to them. And it's kind of funny because I don't ever hear kids talk about that.
In the classroom setting, I'm able to talk about my faith, and so I remember putting together my bulletin boards and being able to find verses and put them up. And when I teach, I can talk about how that relates to our faith as Catholics.
By supporting Catholic education, you support a child's dream for lifelong success. For many of our students, the gift of Catholic school is a passport to hope. There's no measuring the worth of a human mind, the value of a purposeful life, the contribution of tomorrow's leaders.
Attending St. Paul, I noticed a big difference in their attitudes as well as their academics.
When these kids are allowed to be problem solvers themselves rather than it being dictated to them, they are becoming extremely successful. And so for me, the biggest thing has been being their facilitator rather than their teacher, to get them to be the ones that are thinking and the ones that are processing for themselves. And I think that probably helps all the kids. The growth that I've seen in reading and in math and then across all curriculum areas based on that ability to problem solve and think through the process themselves has been tremendous.
I've seen a big difference in my daughter since she's been coming to St. Rose School. She's gained confidence. Her reading is amazing. And last year she had a really hard time. She'd be reading me her units and she'd just break down and cry because she was so frustrated. And here she's had so much confidence in reading her math. She's doing a lot better.
The Catholic school community is an irreplaceable source of service, not only to the pupils and its other members, but also to society. Society can take note from the Catholic school that it is possible to create true communities out of a common effort for the common good.
I happened to mention the idea of going to St. Paul to a friend, and she mentioned the Central Washington Catholic Foundation and their scholarships, and I was able to apply for one and received one, and I'm so thankful that I did because both of my children were able to get into St. Paul and attend the last 2 years.
Our grant recipients are excited to be here, and you start to see them thrive, and their attitudes change, their behaviors change, and you begin to see them excited about school, and they may not have had that if they'd been somewhere else.
Actually, it's been a family tradition to come to St. Rose School. My mom has been here, my uncles, my brothers have been here, and a lot of my cousins have been to St. Rose School. And so now, with the help of the Catholic Foundation, I am able to bring my daughters to St. Rose School.
Everything possible must be done in cooperation with the wider community to ensure that Catholic schools are accessible to people of all social and economic strata. No child should be denied his or her right to an education in faith, which in turn nurtures the soul of a nation.
With the help of the Central Washington Catholic Foundation, my kids are on a much better track for their future, and it makes me so happy because I know that they're getting high levels of education, and both of my kids are excelling, and there's no way that I could have ever put them in the private school without Central Washington Catholic Foundation. I'm so thankful for them.
Without help from the Catholic Foundation, my daughters wouldn't be able to come here at all. I can't afford it financially, and this scholarship is what helps us bring my daughters here and what helps them with their future.